To us, Pops?
Huh?
Are you going to tell us it?
About Henry Clay. Tell him about Henry Clay.
I know.
No, tell him about
You
it.
know, but I don't know. Tell me.
She don't know nothing about Henry Clay.
This actually happened to me and Henry Clay.
Okay. What was
What
it?
actually happened?
Not the famous Henry Clay, but
Well,
related to.
Lawrence, my
Well,
brother, he
but-
came back from Vietnam. And he says, there's some guy back there in the ditch, and the cops are there. He said, he wants you. And I said, who in the hell is it? He said, I don't know who it is. I went back there. I said, Henry, what the hell are you doing? He said, I slipped in the ditch and I ruined that guy's mailbox, but I got a brand new one down there, and I'll bring it up to you. So the cop says, see, me and the cops were friends. I said, cop asked me, he said, does he always do this? I said, no. I said, I've never seen him drunk, but I did. And the cop said, well, you reckon you can walk a jock line, Henry? Ah, yeah, I can probably walk a jock line. So he started out that way, and he walked the chalk line, and the cop said, well, Henry, you didn't do too good. He said, can I try it again, he asked the cop. So the cop said, well, yeah. So he walked it. He did worse the second time than he did the first time. So he walked the chalk line. Cop said, well, you did worse this time. He said, you're going to have to quit on that, I guess. So he asked him about the bus driver. Henry had a picture of a bus driver, and he was actually a bus driver in Cincinnati, driving through the street. So he said, you drive a bus, Henry? He said, yes, I drive a bus. And the cop said, I sure wouldn't want to ride on it. And he said, you wouldn't, would you, huh? And the cop said, no, I sure the hell wouldn't. So he kept on, and then he had a big old, a whiskey bottle first. And the cop said, Henry, what's that? That's white lightning, isn't it? He said, yeah, no, that's stump water. The cop said, where do you get that whiskey from? He said, well, they put it on a stump for you, and you, whatever you pay, that's what they give it to you for. Cop said, well, that's illegal whiskey. That's not tax. He said, it isn't. So he went in his car, and he had a loaded shotgun in there and everything. And he said, what do you do with the shotgun? He said, I shoot blackbirds with it. The cop says, blackbirds? He says, what do you do with them? He said, I eat them. Starlings and stuff. And he said, Henry, what's this knife doing in here? Oh shit, it was a knife that long. He said, that's what I skin them with. Cop just shook his head. He had to turn around a few times and laugh, that cop did. And then he come crawling out underneath the car. I don't know what the hell he was doing underneath the car. The cop says, what are you doing? You're all muddy, Henry. And he said, oh, he'd seen a crawfish coming out. And he says, look at there, I flushed him out. And the cop says, well, Henry, he said, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have to go to jail with me. He said, I'll let you go in 4 hours, and you can do what you want to do. So he took him down there and kept him 4 hours, and he was back. That's how it was back then.
Put money on a stump, and that's what you get.
Nice.
That's moonshine, isn't it?
I didn't
Stump water?
hear that story.
That's the way it should be.
That was Henry Clay.
Stump water story.
Henry Allen Clay. I'm related to the great and late Henry Allen Clay. He said.
Nice.
He was the dandy old Henry was.
What's that? Duck.
Yeah, the mailbox down there. Steve went down, I guess, and looked at it. And it was all smashed up. Somebody hit it.
That's the one he was gonna trade.
It looked worse than Steve did. So Steve said he said, let's forget about it. He said, Henry, I'll get a new one.